How's the market? I'm Andrew McKay of Remix by the Bay Brokerage here in Wasaga Beach, and this is November 2021 real estate market update. All the data refers to single-family detached freehold homes in Wasaga Beach, which is the majority of sales and really does reflect the market. As always, if you can subscribe to YouTube especially, the more Google juice we get, the more I can get this information out in front of people, obviously if they find it interesting. Anyway, it's softening. There'll be reasons behind that. We'll get rid of me. Just before we do, the 5 figures as always: number of sales in the month, 12-month average sales price, not the average sale price for that month, because that can go like that. So the 12-month is the good reflection. Days on market, sales to listing ratio, and the months or weeks of inventory remaining at the end of the month for the first day of the new month. Anyway, as I said, we can get rid of myself and go to the figures. 29 single detached homes was sold, which year to date makes 516, 509 last year. We're on par with last year, 1% up. The interesting thing is there's a definite softening when you look at previous years. This year is the red line, especially compared to last year and 2016. Less sales, but our spring market came early, as you can see with this one, and continued pretty busily till July, August. Now last year we had no spring market because of the pandemic in March. It came later and then trailed off. So equate this to that. And as you can see, there were some very busy months with pent-up demand last year. We were busy this year, but we had certainly a lot of higher months altogether. So that's 29 homes sold, very, very healthy, and the middle of the last 5 years. Right, 12-month average sale price is, I can't get over this, 787,156,000. That's an increase of 33.7% on the year. It is slowing. The increase for November was just 0.8%, and the increase so far, the average monthly increase for the whole of 2021 has been 2.5%. So as a month, November, the price increases definitely slowed down a little bit. I think a lot of this slowdown is to do with a lack of homes for sale. The buyers are definitely still there, very much a seller's market, but there is a lack of homes for sale. So that's the reason we're seeing certain slowdowns and just a natural progression after such a busy early in the year. And it's a good thing. We need this to plateau a little bit. We don't want to be getting into bubble territory. Days on market, 27. Starting to see a few more conditional offers accepted. So if there's 5 to 7 days for conditions, whereas before so much was going straight from on the market to a firm sale, that you've got to take into account the 5 to 7 days in that 27. So really, I would say people are getting offers on average acceptable offers within 20 days. Just bear in mind, last year, November 2020, which is we saw from these figures, which more sold, but the average days on market was 50. Stuff's selling a lot more quickly. Again, there's a lack of stuff for sale and it's selling quickly. The listing to sales ratio for the month was 102.5%. So on average, everything sold 2.5% over the list price. There's less listings at a low price to encourage multiple offers. Still a little bit, but nothing like earlier in the year. So this is more reflective of the high demand from buyers because stuff is being listed where it should be and still getting over list. Year to date, that figure would be 103.24%. So again, a slight softening, but the higher figure will reflect a lower list price to encourage multiple offers. To give you some idea, 2020 as a whole, the average list to sales price was 99.01%. So it was still above last year. So we've seen the number of homes sold, we've seen the 12-month average price, we've seen the days on market, we've seen the list to sales ratio. All this reflects For the month, a slight softening. You would expect the same in December and January just because of the winter, which brings us on to how much inventory is left. This would be if we had no new listings, how long, and we based it on last month's, on November's sale, how long would we have any houses for sale? And it's 1.1 month. 1 to 3 months is a seller's market, so we're still very strongly in a seller's market. 4, 5 and 6 a balanced market. 7 months plus to sell a home is a buyer's market. So couldn't emphasize more how much we are in a seller's market still. And supply and demand, if we don't get the inventory, this is going to continue because the demand is definitely there. Finally, we're just going to have a quick look, and I'll call it up for you. The price brackets, where stuff's selling. As you would expect, the 700 to 800 is the sweet spot because that's where the average price. But even 600 to 797 homes, 800 to 974 homes, so 600 to 900, huge number of sales. It doesn't go down that much until you get to 2 million. It used to be we have a ceiling of, say, 650 would be 600 to 650 be busy, and then it would be a very steep downturn. 49, 900 to a million, not a huge downturn. But then it goes up to an incredible 63 homes are sold in Wasaga Beach this year, between 1 million and 2 million. So as you can see, it's totally different from where we were 2 years ago. No doubt driven by the pandemic, which has driven the GTA demand, and doesn't look as though that's going to slow down at all. Anyway, I hope you found this interesting. If you do know anybody who wants this, please do share the video. And if they want a more detailed, or you want a more detailed CMA, comparative market analysis of your actual home, just contact me. Cheers.